Well, good morning, everybody. It's me, Mitch. On Tuesday night, I talked about the fact that I was releasing that video that I did yesterday about how I do things behind the scenes. And I promised you, I said, you'll see this scene in that video. And sure enough, I left it out. So here's a 2 or 3 minute little scene of the opening of my live stream Tuesday night, seen from two perspectives. One from the perspective of you watching it on YouTube, and from the perspective of a camera showing me sitting in my studio all alone talking to thin air and feeling, because of the responses and the comments, like I had hundreds of friends joining me. That is truly what this is all about for me. And with that, I can never be lonely. So thank you all so much. Rosie likes my shirt. Yeah, this is my shirt with the parrot on it, with the birds. Isn't that great? Look at that. I love these kind of shirts. I used to call these my Jimmy Buffett shirts. And if you all excuse me for like 10 seconds, and I'll tell you why I have to get up and go and push a button on the other side of the room. I'll settle in and tell you this little story. You know, I've been putting out a video a day. That is for a one-man operation, that is an ambitious schedule. I don't know if any of you have any idea. I know that those of you that are on YouTube have an idea of what it's like to come up with a finished video every day and post it and upload it at the right time when the analytics tell you that most of your audience is usually online. But it is a job. And I have a lot of people ask me a lot of questions. How do I do this? How do I do that? How do I make the camera move? How, what do I use? Blah, blah, blah. So I decided, I thought it might be interesting. And I don't know if this is going to be a video that people are going to just love and find interesting, or people are going to say, what the hell are you thinking, Mitch? Why would you think we would be interested in that? I made a video. Well, I'm in the process of it. I'm finishing it up now. And it's basically called Behind the Curtain, the Old Guy Carnivore channel. And it's a behind the scenes look at how I do everything that I do, how I film these videos, how I edit these videos, how I set up for the live streams, what it takes to operate this channel. And I'm hoping that people will find it fascinating. And those of you that are here tonight will find this scene of the beginning of this live stream in that video when I'm talking about live streams, because I filmed the entire, now I won't show you the whole thing, but I'll put scenes from it in there. I basically showed how I set up for this thing, what equipment I'm using and everything else. So right now I have my new 360-degree camera sitting back over there, and it's filming all this. And I have to go stop the recording. So I will be back in 1 second. Chat amongst yourselves. And this is it. This is the camera that captures everything all around it. So let me turn this off. Did its job for the evening. And we'll set it over here. I also have another camera that I was using. We'll unplug that. And I'm back with you. God, this is my favorite time of the year. And this morning, I just wanted to talk about a few miscellaneous things, kind of a vlog, but not a rant, not a rant. Every day I think, what would be a good topic to make a video about? Because let's face it, the simplicity of carnivore, the absolute simplicity of carnivore kind of limits what you can do. There's just so much you can actually say. Yeah, eat meat. I can say eat meat. I can show you a couple recipes on how to cook meat. There's so many ways you can cook beef. And I have to come up with a video every day. And I look at other channels on YouTube and I say, well, what are they doing? And I find that everything is very, very repetitive, and for a couple of reasons. One of the reasons that it's so repetitive is there are so many new people looking for information every day that just because you said something in a video a month or two ago doesn't mean that all of the people viewing your videos are going to remember that. Only people that have been following you for a long time and watched every one of your videos. So the necessity to be repetitive is absolute. And that's evident in the live streams, for example, of Anthony Chafee, where I doubt there's any new questions anymore that haven't been asked 100 times and answered. But you have to do that. You have to continually keep in mind that there are new people, and that's what we want. We want to attract new people. So we have to give them that same information that some rest of us may find boring because we've heard it 100 times. And that's why YouTube channels come and go. Some gain in popularity and then fade out to nothing. Because most of us, when we come on, we have a message. We have something we want to say, and we say it, and then we say it again, and then we say it again, and then after that, most people say, I need to see something new. Well, you really have a choice. If you're like me, when it comes to carnivore, except for maybe some new information about studies and things that might be relevant to things I worry about, like high cholesterol and things like that. I know everything I need to know by now. I know how to do it. I know what to eat. I know how to supplement. I know all about intermittent fasting. I'm not a target audience anymore for Anthony Chafee or even Ken Berry, who I watch anyway, and Sean Baker. These people become more like celebrities than just teachers. And I think, in considering this fact, I think that is what it takes to have a sustainable and growing presence on YouTube. Not just about the information you give, but about who you are and whether people find your life fascinating enough to continue to watch your videos. I'm trying to do that. I'm trying to establish myself as a person, an interesting person, through my activities and follies and walks and cooking adventures and other things that might make it interesting for people to not only subscribe and help grow my channel, but to feel almost as though I've become a friend. And that's why I really work hard to try to answer every comment that I get and interact with you. And that's why I do the live streams. And so far it's working. And it's enabled me to come up with something that I can do that I think might be fresh and entertaining, because after all, if we're not entertained, we're not coming. Simple as that. Take the rest of the day off and eat meat.